Man, I mean, this is a game now, right? This is a series, and this is gonna be an interesting one. Considering how the first half went on map 1 as well, I mean, 9Z have now made a good showing of it on all 3 maps, or on 2 maps rather, sorry, and we get the 3rd map. I kind of believe it could happen. This FURIA team seems to be making some questionable decisions at time, to be making some mistakes, to letting things slip, and they can't afford to do that anymore.
Yeah, now they've learned their lesson, or at least we get to see if they have. Going up against this 3rd map. See what they have in store. Buddha diving maybe through that red room smoke. No, hanging back there. There's a deep smoke thrown in, and no, they will just dive through. Testing yuurih here, seeing if he's able to show up to the challenge. All a fake though. They've cut off these rotates right now. There's chelo. That's it on this B side. He does find a good kill to put it into a 4v5, but it's as a sacrifice to the site. He still cuts things off though, and delivers another one. So a 5v3 now.
That's a kick in the pants for chelo when he desperately needs. Bomb, they can't deny. But it's all about this retake now. Buddha, the first line of defense. Max behind him. But they can't get the kills. A massacre on the retake. Martinez will finally find one, but smoked off. It just should be little ability for him to do anything to impact this defuse, more so now that he's a goner.
Chelo off to a great start right there. That has to be a good feeling for him. A player who was struggling big time over towards Mirage. Didn't really lift off that much. Hadn't gotten much opportunities in that second half. He was having a tough time. But this time around, you know, he shows up. He's fiery out of the gates. 3K on the pistol and 3 sharp shots to ensure success for FURIA.
Need a confidence bolster, right? I mean, both chelo and Art had rough games on Mirage. For Art, sometimes those happen. His playstyle necessitates it. Chelo, it's a little more concerning, so they're definitely going to want to get him going early on here. It's going to be Fallen who's going to be tested. Op, 2nd round. 9Z might not be expecting that, but they have emphasized it. Oh, the boost up into tree. Fallen's angle didn't see this. So they're actually completely past temple. Fallen's ability to do something up here might be limited. Quesarado down for nothing. Fallen kind of stuck here. Doesn't want to get overwhelmed, so he's repositioning, giving up audio cues in the process. Buddha knows what he's got. If he can get this kill, it'd be massive. But as it is, a 4-on-4 with the bomb down on A. Control of Donut. Martinez is the next big piece. Got Max to help him on this particular fight. The 1-2 punch, the wombo combo, and Art not close enough at hand to do anything about this on the trade. It's falling apart for FURIA. The force fight for 9Z is good. Art has to save FURIA. Come out the gate swinging, but the counter punch is swift, and 9Z land a jawbreaker.
My god, what a way to start off right there. Talked a little bit about 9Z. They got 6 rounds off the back of a pistol, if you remember back, right? Both pistols, 4 spies from FURIA on both rounds, and not converting, and then obviously the full ecos, so bam, 6 rounds. Well, this time they don't even get the pistol, but they get the follow-up. They even get an AWP to kick things off with. What a dream for 9Z.
Yeah, a gift given over on that one.
That's the risk of getting the second round op in. When it doesn't work out, it is kind of a curse for you now.
So they got this one rifle. They'll put it in the hands of yuurih, who has been hitting this whole qualifier. Get aggressive with it. Okay. A little labored on the spray, but eventually he brings it through. All 35 bullets expended there. Unable to back away, so 5v4 found. yuurih rewarding them for the faith early on. Oh. Old Jiggle puts Max on high alert. But it's still a long road to making this force by work. Caught in the corner. Max will have heard all this. Surely he'll be ready. But it's a 1-2 punch. Even if he clears out the corner player, yuurih's ready to swing just off the contact. There it is. The trade is on. yuurih continuing to exact his price. Close up, FURIA swinging in, but the trade is there. These setups are great for FURIA. Leaves everything onto Martinez. yuurih has just wrecked them, ruined them with 3 kills off of the saved Galil. And now Martinez has so much work to do if he's going to get into this.
That he does. Already liking the back and forth here. Third map, grand final. Pressure is going to be felt here. And experience is going to rise to the top, that's for sure. We know who has that experience. It's players like yuurih, it's players like Quesarado, it's certainly players like Fallen. So already feeling the heat right back in return. Hero rifle that love that they've placed into yuurih pays off. And it's going to be a save. Martinez doesn't want to give that op back over. Understandable.
Counter-terrorists win.
chelo, can he find a gun? There's one. Nice little AK for him to take into the next round. 3 of which FURIA will hold on to. And this time they will have an op. But behind it might be a little less tools here. AKs and Galils still. Not the end of the world. The 9Z really want to capitalize off of that that answer back, and they aren't able to do so. They aren't afforded that opportunity.
Time off the clock here, so we get an issue resolved. Hopefully not a long one, since players are buying in. Shouldn't be long now to be back into this. But back and forth we go on this. Let's see where 9Z want to go. With the Tech 9 on max, it could be a faster play. There's limits to the utility as well. Problem is now there's mad counter nades over on FURIA. So that makes life a little bit more difficult if you want to try and slam up B ramp or something of the sort. Insta mid smoke, really shallow insta mid smoke.
Quesarado doesn't even respect it. But they do have to worry. They're feeling a lot of that pressure in the middle.
Look at this B main
This A
control
side. Right. See if that smoke keeps them at bay here.
No, they're through it. They've got to do. This is the one thrusting around. Fallen 1.5. Is it enough? Might be. Bomb being planted. Spray not on here for Art. Gotta be wary not to give up the kill. So a 4-on-4 retaken. DGT on the other side of the map is gonna hold yuurih on this rotation. Now DGT. He found his kill on chelo. And they're gonna give it up. FURIA are gonna give it up. They're not fancying their chances here, so back and forth the 4-spy wars go. And 9Z will be right back in the driving seat.
Oh,
ooh,
goodness.
Less 1 max.
So back and forth to kick off this third map, and it's great to see if 9Z can keep punching back. Keep showing up. Disrespect that A utility right there. They run right past it. Not a care in this world. Crack through that A side again. That's going to be something FURIA need to solve quickly. 9Z are throwing these plays out, and it's catching FURIA off guard. I mean, as you mentioned here, these are the 2 maps that 9Z had to go back to the drawing board yesterday and take a look at. Meanwhile, FURIA are probably coming into this one expecting similar styles, but 9Z just continue to switch things up. A lot of fast A plays, and another one immediately called out here. That's the only player. That's the only player. Quesarado down. That's the site. And unless you get a couple spam kills through the smoke, you're going to be off to a save. Again.
It kind of looks like it. Desperation from Fallen on the spam, but no, they're going to concede. They're going to give it up. 9Z. Doing it the hard way here, but getting these kills and now getting this bomb planted. FURIA will just continue to try and keep this buy going, to keep it sustained on life support. So a very different look from what we've been seeing from FURIA so far, right? This is massive respect now being shown over to this 9Z team. There's no forcing or pushing or charging in. Trying to be very collected on these saves, and What's a different look? Hasn't necessarily worked out so far. They're giving themselves as many cracks at it as they can.
Yeah, which is nice. Always have some sense of firepower in these rounds, as long as you're saving like this. But it is kind of a sign of what 9Z are also getting away with. Another fast A play. 3 of which have worked out so far for 9Z. They are finding themselves a fantastic spot where they feel a weak point on FURIA's defense. And now they're going to have to patch those holes. Are they going to start to put more players there? 9Z going to be able to read into that in time here. We'll fast out middle this time around. And the mollies and HEs will tick them down. Great start to this defense. Quesarado blinded up. Doesn't matter. He still finds himself another. And they switch it up here, but they run into a brick wall on this FURIA defense, and we might just get another tied scoreline.
He can just echolocate you. He's like a bat. Just sense your presence, even if he's flashed up, even if he's blinded. Buddha and Martinez looking for some damage, looking for some sort of an inroad. This is a minute 15. They don't really fancy just sitting on a save, and I can't blame them, especially with how tenuous the FURIA economy has been. There's still a big opportunity here. But so far, they've been denied any engagements. They're getting a lot of space towards B, perhaps more than they'd expect, as FURIA holds super passive. Shot onto yuurih. This could be a bomb plant. They have to cross. The ramp player. The Molotov should allow them the possibility. There's the catch. Oh, okay. I was going to say no one's watching, but chelo managed to snap around in time. The Molotov distracted just a bit too much, and Martinez has missed his window to plant. Down he goes. No casualties for FURIA. An op retrieved. And a tied scoreline.
Well, that's always the value of saving 4 guns right there. It's not much of a save ever. Yeah, 9Z have had no relief in these rounds here. They've had to win it always the hard way. Always up against rifles in some form or fashion. They were able to, again, scrape a big mid defense down. 9Z, they've had success over towards that A side here, but they're struggling to work elsewhere on the map. You're going to have to be able to take all sides here, especially if FURIA come through and reinforce that A side eventually. I'm sure they will. So far, no answers just yet elsewhere. This dominant control once again being established. They take this B side ground. Here we go again. Maybe another walkout with the palm. Send Buddha in. He might have been deterred by that HE. Definitely deterred by that smoke. 9Z, they really don't get much early. Just left behind this set over and over again. Into another slow crawl.
Seems like it's going to be an approach towards middle. Problem is that yuurih is creeping ever closer to the window, so this could be a tough fight. He is certainly one tough customer. Player spotted, but not eager to give up the kill. He's going to concede ground. So they gain mid, 45 seconds. This is tough for the A players. Fallen wants to be cautious about getting wrapped from red room, so he's not going to be in key position to respond. That's why they've shifted in towards donut. If they can just hold on to that, even if they have to give up the site, they can keep the numbers, they can keep control of donut. It's a great chance for the retake. Ball pulls off the mid. yuurih has to get active. He's caught, but oh no, they're losing the A-site defenders. Art under pressure, knows he's getting pinched. No chance there. And what a shot. What was Fallen looking at? Spooked by his own teammates' footsteps, I think. chelo now just trying to retrieve the gun and get out of there, but he'll be able to do no such thing. It's a team ace for 9Z. That's a brilliant round.
I mean, they just got to keep on testing this A side. The defense is just not rolling through there. 9Z are able to crack open at every seam. Perfectly timed aggression. That push and pull of attention coming through there from Donut. There was no safe place for FURIA to stand. And this timeout almost certainly has to be, guys, what are we doing on this A side? We got to figure this out ASAP. Another force spy is going to be called out as well from FURIA. I feel like they want to keep this back and forth rolling, and Art can afford an op. But this is shocking to say the least here. This squad has no answers for 9Z's executes. This time it's a little bit slower. It's not at off spawn call, but in doing so, they wait out the utility of FURIA early. They take that mid control late. They establish control towards A main, and it just takes them a little time. But eventually it all works out. I believe there's a couple of guns down here for Quesarado and Fallen. Quesarado prioritized with the A1S, as is Chelo.
This B main crunch could be huge. There's 2 players elbow. Do they boost up for it? Well, they try something, but Quesarado's able to punish, and now he's got this ground. And he's got Yuurih to play around. I mean, you know how deadly these pair are together, but it's DGT on the other side. DGT, they don't know he's here. The flashbang is lethal. And now, FURIA put on notice. Tried to up the pace in this round. Tried to go a little more high octane. Didn't want to get caught in one of these slow creeps. 1-for-1 exchange may not be exactly what they were hoping for.
Not at all. Caught off guard there. Great stuff from DGT, although Buddha by Quesarado, and the spam battle continues here, and Art takes a headshot as well. Oh my god. So much damage coming through that wall. Putting pressure on these B players here. There's still 3 of them. There's still plenty to go around here. Art goes for a wide swing. Chelo converts the kill off the back of it.
That's critical.
Man advantage.
That's critical. Even if it's 1-for-1 there, it's such a nightmare situation for FURIA. But with this 30 seconds getting late, the aggression there, that's tenuous. Art is low, so he wants to get something done, but well, this B play is coming. 3 players are here for FURIA. Make that 2. Chelo has to stand tall once again, and he's not able to do so. Puts all the pressure on Quesarado. Wants to try and deny this ball, and he won't be able to do so. So Fallen alone with an MP9. No hope, really, of getting back into this, even with the damage done to Buddha and Martinez. It's unconfirmed. And this is looking like a 5th T-side round on for 9Z. An upgrade for Fallen, but with no kit, this is all that it is. And 9Z, Cole, this is... They're putting together quite a resume, quite a case to be the team that we see represent South America this next Intel Extreme Masters. Well, not this next one. There is Chengdu in there.
They'll also be there, though.
Oh, there you go. Well, they've already made a resume then. There you go. Back-to-back IEMs.
It'll be exciting. I mean, again, this is a roster that made a great run at Pro League as well. So it feels like they're able to really make a namesake at these big events, these flagship events here. And it's super exciting. If they could actually pull it off, I thought no one was going to be able to stand and resist FURIA in this qualifier. That was everything. All the signs were pointing at FURIA taking this position. There's something about 9Z and their hunger to make an appearance at these IEMs that is flaring up. And it's giving them an incredible T-side already manufactured here. The money is shot. So we're going to see this squad have to pretty much give some more space here.
Zeus. Whoa. Bye, Chelo. Best hope for this round? Art gets a Zeus kill. Likely result, 9Z round win. Now, Art may still get a Zeus kill, and there may be a 9Z round win. But we do know FURIA are dangerous with these mixed media buys. Fallen, forced out by the Molotov. Eesh. 1-for-1 with that rifle in an unretrievable position now. Not ideal. If he'd gotten that kill and gone away, life would have been peachy keen, but the Molly ruins his plans. And now FURIA are full rotating to reinforce this B site. 9Z methodically clearing out. Making sure they're not going to get caught. they hear those audio cues? I think Buddha must have heard. Buddha certainly heard that.
There's a little barrel. Oh, there's a player.
Stomping on through. AK up and out, and Art immediately pulls the Zeus. Immediately pulls the Zeus. To be fair, with his health, with no armor, Zeus the only way he's getting this kill. Why not peek? There we go. Quesarado. Aim got himself. Can he bring this? No. Aim punch too much to bear. While there's a little bit of damage in this round, at the end of the day, it's 6 on the board for 9Z, and that's all they care about.
And through an excellent T side here, establishing a foothold. It could even be dominance as well. They've got room for more rounds. We're talking a double MP9 bias the next gun round. Fallen doesn't have armor. He bought utility. He's playing glass stapler.
Glass stapler? Sure. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Glass nail gun. In action. Not exactly orthodox, but when yuurih just brains somebody through the smoke, why not? Makes life a little easier. Fallen, mostly looking to be a utility mule here. Dumbing his first molly. Just trying to stall them out. Oh, those nades hurt when you don't have armor. Those nades hurt. But the problem is, look at where the bomb is. Look at where the bomb is. They lost 2 players. The bomb's got to be retrieved. Max is going to do that. But FURIA has so much control outside of B.
I mean, this worry for Fallen gets lessened with the fact that his teammates have put it already into a 5v3. Already a good position for himself. They've got the double up, and they're going to have to test these 2 MP9s. One of them without armor and on half HP could easily just be broken down, but maybe that's where Art can thrive. We'll see what he's got.
Artic and Fallen! A 2-piece! Who needs armor? Just don't let them shoot back! Unarmored, glass cannon, MP9, and Fallen still gets 2 kills. What's your excuse?
There's no way it works out. Martinez is gonna give him something
He might get
to
clocked.
think about on the way out, but yeah, he's chased. And it's after time. No, just about.
Before.
Seal it. That's an incredible round, though. What a save from Fallen right there. He prioritizes the utility. What a team player right there. He makes sure that he can at least delay them for his other teammates to find success elsewhere. Keeps that A play shut down. Finally, that's been a thorn in their side. They've never been able to hold off on that A side defense. And yet, finally, it's Fallen that does it. And he does it with an MP9 and no armor.
Timeout used by 9Z. Would really like to get something more out of it. 6 rounds is already something to build on, but we've seen FURIA run back a 6-round half. Let's see. Now Fallen's got the big gun. Now they got all the rifles, so life gets more difficult. Let's see if FURIA stays bold. Main aggression has rewarded them. That's a nice nade. The Molotov to follow it up. Martinez down below half early on. And we got a main aggression this time. Quesarado's been put in a position. And they're going to let him work. I was like, work and cook. Blended into one word.
I like it. Oh, I like that as well.
All right, Chef
sure
Art
does. Keeps on tossing some shots down range, and a lot of those right onto the head of Buddha. And now Quesarado pulls the pin on this flank. It's a bold call to making this 4v5, but I tell you what, it's going to win you this round if you play your cards right. But the one caveat right now, this is position for Max. You could be the hero. There's Quesarado spotted out on his flank. So he has to tuck tail and return. Donut now is taken here. I mean, Max is making so many great moves here.
But it's being watched. Art's on the other side of this. Art's ready. And it's not the angle you would typically check. Don't think this flashbang catches him. Max is thinking, how much of this rune do I get? And, well, there's the answer. Not enough. Not enough to be the difference maker. Fallen takes out the ramp player. It's all about this cave thrust, which yuurih is positioned to shut down.
Oh my god.
Huaso slipped past him, though. But there's no time. There's no time. 15 seconds. They have no idea.
Here we go.
He needs both. He knows he needs both. Fallen's backing into him. You gotta get the kill now. You gotta go now, and there's just not enough time.
Oh, they're gonna chase him after time as well. He throws the hop out. He's defenseless. Defenseless.
Oh boy. At least he'll force them to reinvest into that AWP, but he gets nothing out of it.
It's the last round. He's got $350.
Man's clocked, and he knows it. I like getting rid of the op, though. I like that. It's something at least. I mean, they can reinvest. It's not going to actually make a difference. It's just a nice detail. Might mean yuurih has, like, one less nade. I think that's the only impact.
He only has one smoke and a Glock. Fortunately for him. And he already used that smoke, so nothing. He's playing a pistol round. His opponents got every last tool at their disposal. They're going to try and end it towards B. So many A plays called out from 9Z. Try and wrap this half up in a bow. A B play. They got to wait the smokes out. They got to wait the utility once again. Seen this before.
Molly here would just ruin their day. The smoke instead. This one they might go through. They're going to. Flashbangs on. chelo right up in the mix. In the blender. And he's the one blending. It all falls to Buddha. To try and keep them off of a tied scoreline here at this half. But he is corralled on in. This smoke ain't going to make that much of a difference. The kill certainly will. But they don't need to deny the bomb. They know that. They need the round. And yuurih will secure it for them. 6-all at the half. We'll be back. And we are back here for the second half of play. Again, 9Z continue to impress. 6-all here. A recovery from FURIA. As we've seen before, that's not necessarily enough to put them over the line. There's more work to do. And this 9Z team now on the CT side is dangerous.
Going to be so. I have a whole lot more confidence that this 9Z roster could maybe take that spot. Much more than we came into this series with. FURIA did walk away with a couple big rounds to build up a little bit of a spree heading into this second half. Now they're on their T side here, where they have been able to thrive throughout this entire event.
Seems like we have a little bit of an issue with one of the coach spots. Should be getting them back in just a moment. But what do you think this play is? 3 Molotovs, 3 smokes, no flashes, only 2 sets of armor. What are they running here, Cole?
I've seen...
Looks like a B take.
I've seen a team... I can't remember who. It was a Danish team, obviously. It might have been Espionage. Didn't we watch them do the triple molly on the bomb to win the pistol?
Yeah, we did. Double molly on the bomb. Yeah. From back at, like, a ramp.
Yeah, so maybe... I mean, that's what I imagine these 3 mollies are going to be used for. They drop it.
Let's see.
Make it a test for tell.
Let's see. Yeah, I think it could be. Yeah, the Molotovs, at least one of them is out of hands right now. Here comes the hit. We'll see if they leave the bomb behind. Of course, it doesn't work if you don't take the site in the first place. And actually, at least one of the mollies has actually been spent, so it hasn't been dropped behind. Ooh. Bomb was trying to be planted, but it's denied. And none of this works if you can't plant the bomb. DGT says, oh, you're trying to plant open on me? On me? Hello? Oh. We know. We are familiar with your game, and their game is not going to work at all. Total denial from 9Z.
Like you said, that game plan, it would have been so sick to see this late into the game, right? You get the double mollies on top of the bomb, and you win a round like that. You just steal it away. But instead, 9Z just pluck them out straight through the smoke and will nullify whatever dreams, whatever hopes you had in that round, whatever game plan you had cooked up. There you go. 9Z, they don't convert the first pistol, but they make sure to get the second time around. And this time they deny the bomb plant here, so they are probably going to get a freebie. As I imagine, FURIA going to go in for the full eco. Although we got a couple players keeping some dualies. Oh no, that's double Martinez's again.
Double Martinez's. Just
it always
as good
fools
as
me.
I mean, if I could buy 2 Martinez's on pistol round, I would also be using that instead of dualies. Just give him whatever you need and let him go. As it is, we do have the player back in, so hopefully we'll be getting going here in just a moment. Mac 10 bought up by Art because it's Art, and well, apparently we've reset the round. Let's see if he rebuys the Mac 10. Yeah, they're going for it. They're forcing. Wow. FURIA are all the way in. Let's see if they can capitalize. It's a CZ this time instead of a Mackie.
Better upgrade off those dualies. Otherwise, you could be in for a world of hurt once you run into these force-buyed players. A lot of them have the head at Kevlar. Fallen, the only one missing it, gets more utility instead. A lot of MP9s in the mix as well. So weaponry advantage is still there, but it's not as severe. You also get for a force buy and a B rush as well, but the utility, oh, the utility is working. It is absolutely cooking them. And they are just leveled out. Force buy, swiped aside. You got 2 to pick up the pieces here. And maybe you can do a little bit of something here with Art's position, but he's left all alone. They're jumping all around him, but it doesn't matter here. He's spotted out as well. Buddha denies any sort of damage. And there goes a full force buy.
Now, no bomb plant on the force buy, no bomb plant on the pistol, no impact for FURIA, no kills on either one as well. So the bank's starting to swell here. Martinez gets the op out. And 9Z are playing themselves into a very good CT start. You got to be very concerned at this point if you're a FURIA fan. This has started about as poorly as it could have. Life is getting difficult. Nothing doing in this. It's just the Glocks. We didn't expect much. But at this point, the bomb has been delivered into the lap of the enemy. And they will sit on it like a dragon protecting their horde. Or they'll just charge forward. Never mind. They are not sitting on it. This dragon is flying. And also is killing everybody. All out with SMG kills as well, man. That's money made.
Yeah, I'd love to see that aggression from HUASOPEEK. Last player, you want building up some confidence because that means everyone's having their days on 9Z. Distribution here, it really goes to show how much saving we saw in that first half. No one really skyrocketing in this match, but that's just as a result of what's been given to them. A lot of rounds won where 4 players are alive on FURIA. But Art down low, 10 HP to start this campaign. At least Quesarado managed to work some magic onto DGT, taking care of his counterpart. Max still wins that duel. This guy's an absolute king with the MP9. You get a gun in his hands here, you get that SMG, and he just managed to make it work somehow.
Just delivers. Just keeps delivering. Chelo will be left behind at B main. They're going to try and threaten A. Mid presence might be a problem, but oh, look at this. Wasso's coming in to clear. Does he check Cubby? All about timing here. Chelo's caught, so they've cleaned this out. Now they're realizing, well, that was just the lurk. Time to get active. Time to get moving. Pressure on for Buddha in the meantime. Would love a smoke or a Molotov right now to just stall them out a little bit. It is Wasso wants to come back around, but okay, the best way to stall them out is to shoot them. They can't move. If they're dead. That's what Buddha says. And Wasso agrees. More points of evidence. Bomb drop down, flank developing through A main. Quesarado. There's a timer on this, and it's not just the 30 seconds on the top of the board. It's all about Max's flank here. Oh, never expected the hit to come from this side, but Max will find his second kill of the round, and 9Z have double digits. And not just that, Cole, but once again, they've denied the bomb going down.
I mean, they could just coast to a finish line here. You're obviously going to be dealing with a pretty big half buy from FURIA. They're going to be coming through with some energy right now. It's not going to be much missing here in their department. As you can see, they'll give us a little bit of flair, but there hasn't even been many kills in this second half for us to talk about. FURIA haven't even been doing that much in these T-side rounds. And 9Z are getting close to their qualification. If you can't stop them, if you can't do some damage, put a scare into the squad, what are you to do here? Art might have spotted something, but this double up is good. There's some vision, there's some something.
Well, the reload
Treat here, but it's still not capitalized on. He still can't find Max. Max, he's playing with fire, but he sends it back in return.
What a risky fight. So many times I could have gone against him, but Max somehow survives, coasts over top of them, and now he's got a double setup in cave that should just be nigh on insurmountable. Okay, they bail out of that. Leave Buddha behind. Buddha in somewhat of a tough spot here. And it's going to be the B take, it seems. 55 seconds. They're grouping, they're massing, they're sticking around in this. No push down mid. So Max is the one who goes looking for information. He's about to find a whole lot of it. Maybe more than he expected. Oh, a whole lot more. Courtesy of Fallen's Deagle. Still no push from the mid player. The EGT playing it cool. He's rotating back around instead. They'll group numbers in sight. 30 seconds on. Here comes the hit. This could be the round that FURIA need. They have to close this gap. They have to find some more kills. Good flashbang. Lethal spray. A TK is part of it. Now the numbers have swung against them, but Fallen is still lighting the way with that deagle. Finally, a bomb plant on at least, but the round, not quite.
Fallen, the only one able to chirp up there in that round. And the excellent counter utility. Whoever threw that flash really saves them from that round collapsing on 9Z. Fallen starts to crack things open with some nice deagle work, but the counter utility and the stack that 9Z called out right there was so incredibly quick. And even if you had that 4v5, you did get that big info play late into the round, spotting out pretty much the squad there of FURIA. This gun round is going to put FURIA in a position where either they can stay afloat or have to win 6 in a row. Already finding an opening here, good for Art, but he's so quickly traded. HUASOPEEK does not let the success linger for long. We're equal. Fallen sent up into Martinez's crosshair. Little does he know. Sees the flash. Avoid it for now. Just dodges out. But it's going to give him a repeat here off that flashbang knowledge.
Look at this donut presence, though. Question is, can the bomb rotate? Well, with Fallen claiming that kill,
oh,
they might just going towards B regardless. Now they got both sites. They don't know what to do with it. Bomb's rotating, but it's going to go A main? Oh, no. Wait. Okay, Buddha strikes early. How could he know that the bomb was coming from spawn? But there was a moment here where things could have gotten massively out of hand.
Oh.
They still might. Bomb doesn't know which way to go now. How much time is left? 45 seconds. Chelo can reroute. If they pinch the A main player, they know where they two are. They got 3 players on the A side of the map. But no, Chelo sticking around towards B, which will give Max a chance to move. But Max, knowing there was presence on A, thinking he just found a lurk. How do you read this? How do you read that the bomb is here? Chelo will get the bomb planted. Buddha will be forced into a save. And this should be all but guaranteed around for FURIA.
Yeah, the bomb just moves out solo in B. And
It's insane.
In the back,
How do you predict this?
Of his mind, he's just thinking, okay, well, that means, well, Buddha's mollied off. He has no info on where these A players have gone. There's no way there's the solo bomb that we don't know where he is walking up on me. And so he obviously tries to help out his teammate. So it might look a little bit silly, but you can understand 9Z's confusion because nobody in their right mind would make any sort of crazy moves at a scoreline like this when your man advantage was kind of being disrupted. FURIA will hang in there. They've got to continue to do so. More gun rounds being brought to the table here for 9Z. The money isn't dry just yet.
Sorry, it's Huaso. Once again, the numbers have faked me out. Huaso in the angle. Max has just killed 2 in elbow. So a shutdown early on as 9Z looks to completely isolate FURIA's 1-round win. Chelo on the edge of this smoke. As it fades. Huaso, whoa, in trouble. Got some damage on Fallen. Now the A site is under siege. Problem is they don't have any more smokes. So they're gonna have to do this with the guns. DGT swings out. DGT. Oh, no. Had to commit once he went through, but tried to do the best of both worlds, and he split the difference. And it all falls to Martinez now. This site control has fallen apart.
Reroute. Completely avoiding Martinez for now. Martinez definitely good in the clutch, but Fallen is looking to shut this thing down. Again, like I said earlier, these third maps and these long days of Counter-Strike, your experience can really rise to the top. And Fallen, again, able to deliver. Maybe enough to call in a save for Martinez. He doesn't want to make the long trek across the map, so he will call it. And Fallen will save the Max, puts it into an early 5v3. And it could have been 9Z in a 5v3, fighting 12 rounds. But no, Fallen rips it piece by piece back into his favor.
Again, when they need him most, stepping up in a big way. And he's lighting the board up for the team right now. He is leading the way in the frag department, and it's not close. Where's yuurih? Where's Quesarado? Where are the stars who are supposed to shine here for FURIA? It's not the way it's supposed to be, and well, they need them to get activated if this is going to be sustained, if this is going to go all the distance.
He's bought his teammates time. That's what I will say for sure. Quesarado and yuurih, I've just gotten that luxury with Fallen doing that sort of work right there. It's that he's bought the stars time to step up in this second half. Say 9Z, you put up a hell of a fight. But we're the best riflers in South America. That's a big if here. Look at this. No respect for DGT. Diving through a main. Quesarado, is he prepared for this?
Yes, is the answer. But is he prepared for the second one? Yes, is the answer. Art is familiar with an A main push. Art is familiar with that, so a big fumble here for 9Z early on. They bet a lot on that A main push, and the bet has not paid off. FURIA just need to be in cruise control for this. Just don't fumble the advantages, play together. And I mean, if they can take all the guns out of the hands of 9Z, this is a cracked economy. This is an eco round, allowing FURIA likely on to at least 10. Look at this spot for Max, though.
Do you expect a third in A main?
At this point, you would.
Jeez.
Especially if you're Art. Art's always thinking, what would I do? What would I do if I was alive on the other side? I'd push A main.
Now he can go and clear out an empty bomb site. Like, there's just no pressure on him to find anything here. If he gets killed, it's a go B call. But he's just saying, hey guys, come on back. Like you said, if they can rip every gun out of 9Z, it's going to be a 2-round game and likely even closer as the back and forth continues. And again, FURIA give themselves time to get back into this game. They want to hunt Martinez down. They know he has the op, right? So it's all about finding out where this guy's playing. And the one place you haven't really tested too much is cave. And chelo is aware of that fact. He will find him. Martinez hits the deck. They already have an op. He doesn't pick it up, so all good there. And 9Z, they call in a second timeout to stop this FURIA momentum.
It's going to be tough to do in this round, right? Just going to pistols, presumably, as you look to get the full buy up in the next. Nade stack, though? Oh, nade stack, though? Oh, all right. All right, now they're speaking my language here, Cole.
I do like a good nade stack.
Elbow would be the classic one. Elbow or B ramp are the classics here.
Yeah, where can you get the most output? Those is probably where they're thinking. Sometimes it can be elbow. You can get a free pick, but that sometimes doesn't give you the big damage, big kills. Usually the whole team isn't running out of elbow, especially on Nico.
DGT
so maybe
that back.
Oh.
Want to do the 4-man nade stack. Just the three nades. And they'll keep some extra money going. It is, in fact, the elbow.
That'd be more damage than given.
Unfortunate. You hate to see a good nade stack go to waste.
I'm hopping on the bandwagon of B-side nade stacks more recently. Look at that nade. That does a little bit of chip damage there.
It's a good popper.
That's a nice arc. USP's looking for any sort of chip damage. Fallen. Big jump spotted here. Martinez trying to mess with them.
With the full stack in this site, though, and no control for FURIA outside of A main. Well, this could get fun. Here's the swing in. 3 players. Never mind. yuurih is ready for it. That's going to be a comfortable one for FURIA. There's now a full house in that round. Gives them the best possible chance at stealing this map back away. A reinvestment comes through from 9Z. They're betting everything on this. If they don't win here, they're trying to keep them off of overtime.
Man. Back and forth here. This third map delivering. 9Z. Again, I've had a couple opportunities, I would say, to get round 12. A 3v5 was one of them. But they have been locked at 11 for quite some time now. Too long in their brains, that's for sure. So back with the guns in hand here. Can they finish the job? Up to the task of this A-side defense. It's HUASOPEEK. DGT also coming to support. Why not bring Buddha involved? Get the whole squad ready to go here on this A defense because it is coming your way.
chelo dropped down. chelo checked. First one found. Spam's good. DGT should not be long for this world. In fact, he burns up. Up, down. And yuurih with the follow-up. Now this brawl for A having great results. That's a nice shot for Waso. Keeps the numbers even. And they don't have these footholds forward. yuurih thinking about bailing, but that trade. They've lost all their control on A. It's down to a 2v2, and they're reassessing. There's still 50 seconds. They can reroute. They can regroup. Serato and Art. With it all to do. The world on their shoulders right now. And donut control for the two remaining 9Z players. So they won't risk mid. Can't risk mid. It's the full rotate around. But if 9Z figure this out, if they start early, well, they're going to lose the foot race at this point. This bomb is going down on B. A post plant will be guaranteed.
It is. Start the bomb. Now they realize, with 8 seconds left and no one out towards A, that it's only one way in towards the B side. HUASOPEEK and Martinez joining up. There is not a kit.
Oh.
10-second defuse is what is going to be required.
That's painful.
They're still just crawling through cave right now, slowly but surely trying to inch their way into this round. But footsteps start to be heard. They got to get loud about things. They know they can't play it out slow, so both players now revealed in the cave. And yeah, I mean, not a chance in this world they would make that happen. They call it before they ever even give a shot off.
That lack of a kid is just killer. That is just a backbreaker. And FURIA, speaking of backbreakers, are going to snap the spine of this 9Z economy. With the 2 players saved, they should be all right. They should be all right to get a buyout here. At least something approaching a full one. But we've got 11-11. We're going the distance here either way. And 9Z have watched this lead just melt like ice cream in a hot sun. What do they got for us?
Evaporated.
Max has been your guy with the MP9. He's been the magic maker. They could use a little Max magic right now.
They could. To shut things down. He has led his team all the way through this qualifier. In terms of the impact here, can he deliver when it matters the most? Can they find themselves? Map pointer, are FURIA going to be the team that finds it first is a big question. And probably a big shock. If you look just 5 rounds back. There was no kills from FURIA at the beginning of this half, but now they can find no deaths here. Fallen, zoomed up, ready to go. Misses his shot, Max. Lucky to walk away with his life right there, given that jiggle over.
They got the forward position from chelo on the ramp, though. The grouping for this hit, it's a heavy lean towards the B side. Light presence on A. 9Z have read this correctly. The question is, do FURIA commit? Because they could try and bail out towards window. And with Art starting to make his move, Serato rather, that might be their intention. Smoke up in the cave, 40 seconds, never mind. No, they're bunching back up, and at this point, time is short. Time is short. This is going to be the B play. It has to be. Serato, that's enough to pull? Okay, no. Martinez realizes in time. Was about to try the rotation towards A, but it was premature. Here they go. Spam on the Buddha.
On the site.
20 seconds. 20 seconds, Cole. Now they have to get through the gauntlet. The full stack is coming through from 9Z, but they've taken cave. That's the first step. Buddha answers it. The op on the angle, though. Bomb's going to be planted open. This is so ambitious that they're still playing. Oh, and it's denied, but the bomb is down. It all falls to Quesarado. At least the numbers punched in. Half a second to spare, maybe. They know where Quesarado is. They got the idea. They got the read, but they're just into his crosshair. Quesarado. The star has come alive, and it's just going to be a stick. Quesarado's not calling the bluff. DGT's just stuck it. Oh, right under his nose. No hesitation, no fear. And it's series point for 9Z.
I tell you what, the best way you can avoid catastrophe is by peeking into Quesarado right there if you're DGT. And so instead he just goes for the full stick, and Quesarado did not expect that one at all. 9Z, they find themselves on series point qualification to IEM Dallas point first, and it's the last time out here for FURIA. They're calling it out. But look at 9Z. I mean, even in a win, they take so much damage. They walk away with a single rifle. And Martinez still able to bring the op out and influence the round. But what and or who is going to be that closing factor here for 9Z?
Get frisky. They want to get aggressive here. In towards mid this time. DGT trying to lock down the B main approach. Flashbang to slow him up. FURIA have read this, but look at how much map control they've had to concede as a result of it. They want to funnel in towards A. It's a good read react. Look at how active 9Z are being on these rotations. Already in towards mid. Martinez close at hand. DGT gonna shift up in towards Donut. We've got Buddha and Spawn rotating through the temple. So they got bodies on. They're ready to respond now to what FURIA is trying to throw at them. But that molly's a little deep. Spaced by the big box. And a smoke in is enough to push FURIA back. A minute on the clock. Time became a pressure in that last round. Got very close to it in the round prior. And FURIA having slowed the pace. Now having to contend with the undefeated time itself. So in towards A they will go once more. Into the breach. 35 seconds. This is the commit now. You got Huaso.
Molly.
Still here. Oh, they're going to think this is clear. They're going to think this is clear. The tick. The tick. They don't hear it. There's too much noise on the site, and it's a shutdown. 9Z are 1 kill away from going to IEM Dallas. Can they punch their tickets now with one headshot in Quesarado? The hero of the last. So much more to do here, and HUASOPEEK will make sure that 9Z will be at the Intel Extreme Masters Dallas 2024. A victory over the best that the region has to offer. Over the team that so many have pegged as the greatest of Brazil. Well, 9Z doesn't care. They're not from there. They're just still going to triumph. They're still going to go to Dallas.